That means the bony palate forms the floor of the nose. It becomes act as a floor for the nose. So, the inner surface of the passage is lined by ciliated epithelium and mucus secreting cells. That means inner surface of the passage. That means inner surface of the nasal passage is lined by ciliated epithelium and mucus secreting cells. But the cells and the mucus prevent the entry of germs, dust particles into the nasal cavity. So the cells, that means the cilia and mucus both protect dust and any germs entering in our body through our nostril passage, through our respiratory system. So this is my explanation about nostrils and nasal cavity. After that, I am going to explain you about pharynx. So air moves from the nasal cavity into the pharynx, which is a common passage to both digestive and respiratory tract. That means pharynx act as a common path for digestive tract and respiratory tract for both. So air moves from nasal cavity into the pharynx. Air moves from the nasal cavity into the pharynx, and pharynx is a common passage. Pharynx is a common path. So pharynx is a common path which is both digestive and respiratory tract. This is common pathway for respiratory tract and digestive tract. So the mucus lining present in the pharynx filters the air from any contaminant or dust particles. The mucus lining, which I discussed some moments before. So mucus lining present in the pharynx filters the air from any contaminant, filters any germs also. The pharynx opens into larynx or voice box, which further leads to the trachea. That means pharynx opens into larynx. Note down this point, that pharynx opens into larynx. Larynx is also called voice box or trachea. So voice box which further leads to trachea. That means pharynx opens into larynx. Larynx is also called voice box, and larynx are further divided into and forms another organ of respiratory system that is called trachea. Then what happens? Let us see. When we swallow food, what happens when we swallow food? When we swallow food, then a cartilaginous flap like epiglottis covers the glottis or tracheal opening to prevent food and water from entering the trachea or windpipe. When we swallow food, what happens? When we swallow food, a flap-like organ, that means when we swallow food, a cartilaginous flap-like organ called epiglottis. When we swallow food, a cartilaginous flap-like organ is called epiglottis cover the entire system, entire windpipe, and protect from entering the water and food into them. So this food swallowed moves into the pharynx and is further passed into the esophagus. Then through the pharynx, food is good into the esophagus or food pipe. The incomplete closure of epiglottis during the swallowing of food causes sudden cough. In case when pharynx is not used to transfer food, it moistens, warms, filters inhaled air before enter the trachea and lungs. So try to understand what I am going to tell you. The incomplete closure of epiglottis during swallowing the food. Epiglottis cover incompletely, not completely, incompletely cover the epiglottis of the windpipe. That means causes sudden cough. In case when pharynx is not used to transfer food, in case then all times we are not going to eat. When pharynx is not used to the transfer of food, then it moistens and then it moistens, warms, filters to the inhaled air before enter the trachea or lungs. So, lastly, I am going to describe about larynx, that is also called voice box. So, larynx or voice box, it is cartilaginous box-like structure. Voice box is cartilaginous box-like structure located at the start of windpipe. When windpipe is started, then at the beginning of the windpipe, it is located. What is called larynx? That is called voice box. Its structure is just like box-like. So the larynx contains two ligamentous folds called vocal cords. Larynx contains two ligamentous. That means consists of ligament. That means two ligamentous folds are called vocal cord. Air expelled forcibly through the vocal cords vibrates them to produce sound. That means forcibly air goes to the vocal cords, then vocal cords vibrate, then production of sound occurs in the human body. A range of sound can be produced by adjusting the distance between two cords and their tensions mean the attached muscles. So, the range of sounds can be produced by adjusting the distance between two vocal cords in the human body. That is called voice box also. So this is my explanation today about respiration in humans. Respiration in respiratory system, we are today described nostrils and nostril cavity, pharynx and larynx. So I think that this much enough, and remaining organs of respiratory system you will learn, understand and listen from me in my next video. This much enough. Thanks.